Building a high-performance culture is probably one of the hardest things to do in a business. And the way I tend to go about it is it's all about culture. I suppose the clue is in the question, but it's about culture and it's about people. Culture starts on day one and it starts at the top. And what I mean with that is everyone has to buy into the culture and reflect the values of the company. That means, of course, it starts with the CEO, and the CEO has to focus on these values, but it also means every single touch point as you recruit and you're managing people. So every superior has to display these values. And then it's about hiring the right people. And we sort of call them A players. You know, great companies are built on great people. And we believe that they need to have the values, but they also need to be able to perform. And if you can find that combination and immerse them in the right performance-focused culture from the very moment they have an interaction with the company, then you stand a very good chance of building a high-performance culture. There's one sort of cardinal sin, and that is you may find people that are seemingly high performers, but they don't necessarily have the values. And to the outside world or from a superior looking down, that individual looks exactly the same as your A player, so to speak. But these are actually cancerous within an organization. And it's very difficult when you are the boss or you're the manager to spot these guys because they always deliver the results. They say the things you want to hear. It is much easier when you are working for someone like that. And we've all essentially worked for them at some point in our lives. These are the kind of guys that take credit for your work. These are the guys that promise you a promotion but then don't give it to you. They don't follow through. And the problem is the very good people, the A players that we're looking for, if they end up working for one of these guys, they'll leave. And you are left with these sort of vacuous individuals that you think as the boss are great, but they really aren't. They're ruined. So the sort of flip side of what you got to do, finding the A players, immersing them in the culture, is you got to be ruthless in getting rid of these individuals that don't really have the right culture or the right values or character that you're looking for. And if you don't do that, it'll hollow out your performance culture. And that's probably the hardest thing any manager has to do, because it feels like you're sacrificing one of your best sales guys or one of your top performers, but you aren't actually. And once you get rid of them, you actually realize that the other people start blossoming. If you leave them in situ, they'll create so much shade that everything essentially sort of withers and you end up with people like them.